What's up, guys? I'm Dr. Lindsay, a veterinarian, and today I'm going to tell you the 5 ways to avoid getting scammed when buying a pet. So I don't need this lab coat and my stethoscope because we're going to talk about scammers. And how do I have experience with scammers as a vet? That is because I've purchased a lot of pets myself and I've dealt with these shysters. I also sell animals. I have kittens and puppies that I do breed and sell, and I deal with people on a daily basis, even trying to scam me as a breeder, telling me to give them a check or send a check in the mail. So let's talk about this. So what I'm about to tell you applies for any pet that you're trying to buy. A turtle, a snake, a lizard, or a gecko, or a bird. These scammers are out there and they are professionals. So number 1 is if the price is too good to be true, it probably isn't true. Here are some examples. A French bulldog is normally around $2,500 as its minimum price, up to $5,000 or more. So if you see a Frenchie for sale for $500, that is a really good fake price for somebody to scam you. $500 is the price that a lot of scammers use for pets, for puppies, and for kittens. So if you see anything for sale for $500, if it's a fancy ragdoll cat, Abyssinian cat, or a Sphinx cat, then that could be a scam, and you need to listen to the next reasons how they could scam you. And if you see prices that are high in the $2,500, $3,000 to $4,000 range, this might mean that those breeders are really good breeders and take care of their animals. With the really low prices, they might be skimping on certain things and the pets might be living in disgusting conditions. So breeders that are really good put a lot of pride into it, and their prices are high for a reason, because they're spending money taking care of your new baby. Number 2 is bad communication. If you've experienced this before with a scammer, they normally won't text you in a normal way, or they won't call you on the phone, or they won't answer your phone calls. So anytime I'm purchasing a pet, I always make sure I can talk to that person on the phone and build a relationship with them. I'm gonna have one of their animals or one of their pets after all, so I wanna be able to have a relationship with this person. And right away, if you're feeling weird or they're not able to send you photos or call you, something is up and they're most likely a scammer. Number 3, the payment method. Be wary of how they ask you to send payments. If they ask you to send it through something that's irreversible, like Western Union or MoneyGrams or gift cards or weird cryptocurrency, something is up. So I actually almost bought a cat from Russia by sending a MoneyGram through Publix, which is the grocery store by me. And I got there and the ladies were like, no way you're sending $3,000 to Russia. All right, guys, I've been in your position where I've been so desperate to have this fancy animal or a certain pet, and I've almost been scammed so many times in my mid-20s. Trust me, guys, I've bought in so many animals, and I've been in that desperate position. So if they're asking you to send it through Western Union or something like that, don't do it. And first, make sure you have photos again and really do your research. I'm gonna go through that more. But the payment method, the way they ask you to send the money, you need to look out for that. And gift cards, this is crazy. Don't send someone a gift card to buy a pet. And then if they keep asking you for things like money for a leash or a bowl or a different crate, the regular crates for shipping, that's normal. But when they start asking you for other things, something is up. I never ask people buying a pet from me to buy their leash and their collar. I buy that for them. If you're getting something from a good breeder, they spoil your pet, okay? So to recap, only send payments if it's something that can be reversed. Use things like PayPal. I think Venmo is pretty good. Zelle, you can dispute it. Or bring them cash, okay? Cash is king. You can't get scammed if you're literally bringing them a wad of cash to pay for your animal. That way you are doing the transaction right there in front of them. Number 4, ask a lot of questions to discover if these people are full of crap. All right, you need to be an educated buyer coming to get this pet, and you need to make it really hard for them to scam you. Give them a lot of work to do. Tell them to send you photos. Tell them to send you the pedigree of the parents if they have it. I know some of these pets, they don't have fancy pedigrees. That's okay too. If you're buying a pet from Craigslist or Puppy Finder, Go Puppy, or Kitty Things, that's okay. There are good breeders on these sites. You just need to call them and make a relationship with them. I can't emphasize this enough. Reputable breeders love questions and they love answering them. They're gonna overload you with information about this pet and even be texting you a bunch. They're gonna want a phone call. They're gonna be excited to talk to you about their pets. And a scammer is gonna have no idea about animals. They're scammers from another country maybe, or in the same city as you, scamming you. So ask those questions and get answers. Number 5 is do some research on the breeder. A reputable breeder is gonna have a Facebook page, possibly about their animals, whereas the scammer won't come up at all. So doing a quick search about this person and their background of how they got into breeding this animal and why they're selling them. Do they show these animals? Is it just their passion to breed animals and make pets for people? You should be able to find Instagram pages for them, like this account right here, or their Instagram is gonna look like nothing. Nobody is there. That's a scam. And then the final thing that is in your gut is the price, you guys. I know you want a cheap pet, but the cheap pets are most of the time scammers. So when you're sitting there like, oh, this $250 show breed toy poodle, I really want this one, this can't be true, it's probably not true. All right, guys, these are just 5 of the ways someone can scam you and 5 things to look out for. Comment below other ways you guys have been scammed so that other people can read it. I have a lot of pet parents or new pet parents on my channel who would love to read it or are on this video because they've just been scammed. All right, everyone, I make a video every Sunday, so I will see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications when I make new videos.